Hello. Yeah. On the globe, my globe, still haven't got the North Pole. Some people are saying it's come back, but it hasn't appeared on here. Maybe it has on Google Earth or whatever, but yeah, it's still showing no North Pole. America and Canada, this bit has got larger over the last few weeks, sort of spreading out a lot more. This bit used to come off America up here, wasn't part of Mexico. I just noticed, is that not joining anymore? Used to join. Is that broken away? I'll have to check that out. Might be my map. Oh yeah, it's joined. That's just the light. Yeah, that is still joined. There's a country there. Oh, I thought I'd gone missing. Right. Yeah, England. Cornwall used to come out a bit further. It's a lot more thinner. I know this map isn't very good. And also Kent, that come out a little bit more out here. But you see what I mean if you went to, other maps. Right, what else we got? Yeah, Saudi Arabia is huge. Because I remember sort of my old Earth, if you put all the countries together, that would make more or less a perfect circle. Now, that things are all out of proportion, different sizes, and that doesn't make a perfect circle. Oh, in 2006, when you had the tsunami that went from Thailand to Sri Lanka, I remember looking on the map and thinking, how did a wave travel thousands of miles to Sri Lanka? It's only a very short distance now. I wouldn't think that now. I think, yeah, it could travel that far. But yeah, all this is all completely new. Yeah, Thailand and Malaysia is all changing shape. Malaysia and Indonesia, there used to be more islands out here, not part of there. This is all completely, Japan used to be down here off China. Look how close it is to South Korea now. Yeah, this used to be, look at that gap now, it's getting closer. But that used to be sort of a long, thin bit, and this used to be thin. These are getting quite big land masses now. Whatever that is, that's huge. There's been some changes over the last few weeks. Things have actually moved a little bit. I remember, you had the Gulf of Mexico, and then there was the Gulf of Florida. Florida used to be here. There's a bit sort of cut out like this. And the Gulf Stream used to come up here in the Gulf Stream, and then hot water come across and the airstream to England to make it a bit hotter. London and New York used to be on the same longitude going across here, but you wouldn't move America right up here. That'd be ridiculous. On my Earth there was a lot more sea up here before you got to the North Pole. If you spread everything out, there would have been plenty of room for America, Canada, and then sea, and then North Pole. The whole thing is just, yeah, sort of all shrunk. The whole Earth has shrunk. It's tiny. Population is tiny. We're only got like, I don't know, is it 7.5 million or whatever now? Billion rather, sorry. Yeah, there's a lot more countries in Africa. I actually have got a Nigeria used to be huge. That's where most of the slave trade come from, years ago. No, that's why they had the nickname. Well, I won't go into that. Yeah. So, yeah, my timeline, the age of Pisces ended 2,000 years ago when Jesus died, and then we moved into the age of Aquarius, which it should be now coming to the end of the age of Aquarius. So, not many people I haven't heard anybody else sort of saying about that, which is a bit strange. People should remember from the Sagittarius Earth that we was, already in the age of Aquarius that had nearly ended. So all these people saying, oh, we're, the age of Aquarius, there's going to be all these changes, but on my Earth, that was more or less the same. The same things happened, World War II and everything else. So, I don't think the age of Aquarius is going to be any different because it wasn't in my timeline. I've been there, done that. So, but I do think people are different, on my Earth. Here they're very quick-tempered. They're more animal instincts. And they do seem to be dumbed down as well. You can sort of say anything to them and, they believe it, the whole, and there's no reasoning with them. They just can't see. They're just, I think they're more, sort of more basic. What else should we say? I don't know. Yeah, so like for me, Germany was sort of way over here, and then you had Poland. Belgium was a huge country, a big country, not huge, but you had Belgium. If you watch, do you remember Dad's Army, where the arrows used to come down through Poland, through Belgium, and then down to France, making all squiggly things? Now, if you watch Dad's Army, that just goes from there to there. That's it. I travelled from Germany when it was over here to Holland. I'll say Holland, not Netherlands, because that was Holland. I travelled from Germany through Poland, through Belgium to Holland. That was thousands of miles. Took ages on the train. Now Germany's here, and Netherlands is here, so it's not very far at all. I don't know how that sort of plays out because I slept overnight on the train, and that was that was a very long journey. So, what shall I say? I don't know. I think that would probably do. Yeah, there was not 9 billion people in the 80s when I was at school, and we had 3 billion Chinese, and then they said if the Chinese jumped up and down, that would tilt the earth because there's so many of them. They had over a million, I think that's over 1 million in their army, all exactly 5 foot tall. Chinese people do seem a little bit taller here. India, you can't see it very well. Bad light, but India's coming down here. But India's tiny now. I think, can't remember, I think that was like 1.5 billion people lived in India. Buddhism was the biggest religion because you had India, China, or Malaysia, and all these, they're mostly all Buddhists. So, Buddhist was the biggest religion. Then Christianity was the second biggest. And Islam was like a very small religion, tiny. That's completely different here now. You got sort of Christian and Muslims are sort of, like the two main religions now. Buddhism is sort of not very big at all. Well, still big, but, not billions of people. Yeah, Russia had like 7.5 million people. I think it's got 250 million now, which is Birmingham. There was more people living in Birmingham than there was in New Zealand. And also, in my reality, Australia, they used to drive on the right-hand side of the road. New Zealand was the same as the UK. They drove on the left, but Australia, they drove on the right, which is a really big, what the fuck thing. Yeah, I shouldn't say that, but, WTF, yeah. But, there's probably the same people in my reality getting in the same car, driving down the same road, listening to the same radio station, but on the opposite side of the road. Yeah. America used to have traffic lights. Used to have green on top, not red. But I think, I don't understand how Americans can't see how much America and Canada has changed. That's, mind-blowing. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do for now. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.